Hello, everyone. Welcome to Teacher Gela podcast. I am Teacher Gela. Today, I am gonna introduce you guys a book, a certain book. So, from like 3 days ago, I thought about uh, what am I gonna talk about on my next podcast episode? But nothing really came into my mind. So, like 2 days ago, I went to the Pinterest. You know, my love for Pinterest. I also use Pinterest for, to get the ideas about teaching and, activities and plays. So, for the children teaching stuff. So, I went to the Pinterest and I saw an image of butterfly and I thought about the growth of butterfly from an egg to caterpillar to cocoon and finally to the butterfly. It's a good concept to talk about it as a growth mindset teacher, right? So I thought, oh, okay, that's a good topic. And I was looking for a book to teach about the growth of butterfly. And I found this book. This book was called A Box of Butterflies. So I saw this book and I thought, a box of butterflies? It doesn't really sound like it's about the growth, right? But I was curious. A box of butterflies. The title sounded interesting. So I checked this book and it was actually a book about feelings. About feelings. The feelings are one of my favorite topics that I like to talk about, that I like to teach about. So I thought, ooh, I found this book by accident, but I love it and I love to talk about this book. So, yeah, today I want to talk about this book to you guys. I'm going to tell you the quick story about this book. So it starts with a girl and a robot. They are in the same room, and the robot is reading a book to the girl. And at the end of the story, the girl says, uh, oh, I really love the story. Did you love it too? She asks Robert, and the robot says, robots don't build a love. We can't build a love. And he also asks, what is love like? What does love feel like? And the girl said, love is like a box of butterflies. Yes, a box of butterflies meant love. And then she gives a little more like a metaphor for love. Another one that I really liked was this one. Love is like drinking at the sunset. Yeah, I think I was drinking at the sunset. And the picture shows the girl drinking tea beside the window. Uh, yeah, I really like this one because for me, love can be drinking coffee while I am working on my business. That is something love feels like to me. So, this book is really good for children, but it's also good for adults. Uh, yeah, let's continue talking about the story. So, the girl gives examples how love can look like, and then she also talks about other feelings throughout the books because the robot said, uh, I think it asked, where does it come from? Where is it? Where is the love? And the girl says, it's from inside, inside. And robot is made with the hard material, so it can't really see inside. And it says, I don't see anything. And the girl says it's you have to feel. It's like emotion. There are different kinds of emotion, and she talks about um, jealousy, fear, anger, maybe. Yeah, she talks about a few different emotions as well. This is very short book, not very long. So I would recommend this book for toddlers and preschooler, even for kindergartner if you have a kindergartner. Like yesterday, I actually had a conversation with my preschoolers in my classroom. The other teacher put a picture about emotions on the on the on the drawer door so that the children can see the pictures. And this picture was uh, the characters from the movie Inside Out. Have you watched that movie? The animation Inside Out. I love this movie. You know what? Like I said, I love talking about feelings and emotions. And I also like to teach about them because I think it's very important. And also, if you are in if you are really in growth, self improvement, self growth, and you know the trend, like becoming that girl, becoming her. If you are in that kind of phase, you probably heard of the importance of feelings. And I really believe the feelings are important in the process of becoming her, becoming the best version of yourself. So I love talking about feelings. And yeah, yesterday, some of my preschooler looked at the pictures and they asked me, what's that? Yeah, one child asked me, what's that? And I said, oh, those are about different feelings. And these characters, they are from movie Inside Out. Did you guys watch the movie? But this movie is actually hard, um, hard for toddlers and preschooler. When I was watching this movie, I thought, I love this movie, and it really talks about the feelings and emotions and what they do to the person, how it can, create a person's memory and affects this person's behavior. I love the concept, but it wasn't like for children. I thought maybe it's a movie for adults or maybe teenagers. So it's a good movie, but I can't really use it for my young children. But this book, this book uses simple words and simple sentences and simple examples, examples that are very appropriate for toddlers and preschooler. You know, the love feels like a box of butterfly. Well, this one can be a little bit tricky, but also love, it's like drinking tea at the sunset. You know, by giving lots of different examples, children can understand it better. So that's a good thing about this book. And it also uses different colors. You know, in the movie Inside Out, they use different colors as well. So I think joy is green. I'm not sure about I don't really remember the colors, but it's like the sadness is blue. The sadness character is blue, and anger is red, like that. And I think joy is green. Yeah, I'm not really sure about joy, but this book also uses different colors to explain the feelings. While the colors can give different feelings to everyone, but there are some general things. For example, like color yellow gives warm feeling. right? And color blue gives cool, fresh, sometimes sad feelings. So children can also learn about the feelings of different colors. That's another good thing about this book. And I also really like the fact that it uses robot. Like a robot is not a human, right? And the feelings are uh, really like human things, right? So the girl who is human, she explains the very human things to a robot. And robot also can mean like you know, a young children can uh, feel like robot, like because they are very young and they don't know about the feelings yet. They don't know much about the word yet, about the human word yet. So I think it was fun to use robot. And another good point, it comes at the end. The story finishes with this sentence, I think. It says, it's okay to feel those emotions because I think Robert said like it feels not very fun because there are different feelings, right? Not always good feelings like joy, happy, excited, but there are also sad, angry, frustrated, anxious. There are negative feelings as well. And the Robert says it sounds not very fun. And the girl said, it's okay, you can feel all of them because the feelings come and go. It's something that we have to remember as well, something that we want to remind ourselves all the time, right? Feelings come and go. So we don't need to um, focus too much on certain feeling for too long time because it will come and it will go. And I'm pretty sure that children can understand this as well. Feelings can come and go. We will be able to understand this. Yeah, so when I found this book, I thought this is perfect book for me to introduce to my audience because this is the kind of book that I always want to introduce. Like I love the books that are good for children, but at the same time, good for adults as well. Because, when we read a book to children, we will enjoy this time more if we enjoy the book, right? We, if we both enjoy this time, it's benefit for both of us, right? The child and the teacher, the child and the parent. So if you haven't checked this book yet, you can check your local library or I read this book on the YouTube because that's how I uh, look for the books. I can't really go to the bookstore and buy every book. So I like to check it on the YouTube at YouTube first. And this book you can listen to it on the YouTube, but the pictures are great. And also, I think this book is really good to keep it in the bookshelf and make it available anytime. It's good to read it again and again. So, yeah, I recommend you to check your local library or the bookstore to get the book. Oh, there is one more thing. If you like the topic of feelings, as much as I do. And if you want to go extra mile for this topic, you can try this activity. It's not really like an activity, there is nothing much to set up. Just go find a little box. If you don't have a box, you can just use a jar, like a plastic clear, it doesn't need to be clear, but plastic jar or box. And then let's say this is the love box. What does love feel like to you? You can ask this question to your child. What does love feel like to you? Like the girl in the book said, the love is like a box of butterflies. What do you think? If your child also thinks that it's like a box of butterfly, they can make butterflies. They can cut out the paper butterflies and then fill up the box with the paper butterflies. Or you can just ask your child to, go find something that means love to you. And then they can put that in the love box. For me, maybe I can fill my love box with, I don't know, if I just need to find something from my house that I can fill it up with my favorite chocolate, or I can fill it up with my mm, favorite perfume, you know, the there's no limit. There's no limit. So you can just ask your child to think about that and go look for things and be imaginative, be creative. So it can be a good uh, play to try with your child after talking about feelings. Yeah. So that is it for this week. I hope it was helpful and I hope it motivates you to look for this book and try something with your child over the weekend. All right. If there's anything that you want me to cover, if there are any topics and concerns that you want me to cover on this podcast, you can always email me at info@everydayfunday.ca. All right. Okay. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time again. Bye.